How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Lunch Table Podcast, first episode of the new year, 2023.
For us.
For us, this is the one we're recording for 2023.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back. We're here today. We're gonna talk about our goals for 2023 as individuals, as well as a whole unit. You know, as a podcast, what we got in store, our plans. Yeah, anybody want to take it from there? Anybody want to start with their goals?
For me, I didn't really plan any I got my notebook and then I didn't do all that, but I do want to become more disciplined in some things.
Like with
And especially my alarm, because back then I used to be really good at just boom, my alarm rings, I wake up, but now I'd be just snoozing it all the time. And there's sometimes where I grab my phone and I snooze it and I keep it in my hand and then it rings again and boom, instantly on that first ring I just snooze it. And it's been a pretty bad habit of mine. So to fix that, I've been putting my phone on the other side of the room and then now I have to get up to go snooze it. So that's been forcing me to actually get up.
So you used to be fine with it?
With missing it?
No. Like you used to
Oh yeah. Back then I'd
would
wake
you
up.
say it was like you did it one time and then you built that habit or something?
Yeah, for sure.
He's like, I can get away with this.
That's pretty smart though. Forcing yourself to get up. I'm pretty bad with my waking up too. Especially when I used to have a job, I'd be like, man, I fucking hate waking up.
I would set 3 alarms though. You guys should try it. 3 alarms is pretty
That's what I do.
The 30 minutes, then you got 15 minutes. Then
But I said 2 and I snoozed both of them.
Nah, see,
Yeah.
it was too far going, bro.
Bad. It got bad.
More discipline on that end. I feel like I can go off of that too. I want to be more disciplined in my self-care. Just for example, with skincare, I'd be skipping that shit so many times, bro. I wake up and sometimes I don't even do my skincare, bro. And it's something I really want to start taking care of, because I used to have really bad acne, and thankfully it cleared up. But you could always do more to make yourself
Could always
look
be
better. Yo, could always look better.
You know what I recommend? I don't know if it's good. I mean, they say it's good for skincare too, but sea moss.
Sea moss? Like pills? Like sea moss pills?
Well, I taking the pills, but I take it the raw one.
Oh,
the gel.
okay.
Oh, you have some?
Yeah,
That's fire. I want some.
And you just eat it? Straight up eat it?
2 tablespoons.
How'd it taste like?
Gross.
Like minerals, I've heard. Just straight up
Yeah,
munching on rocks type shit.
I don't want to say it doesn't taste like nothing, but it's a weird flavor.
And then the consistency with no flavor, bro.
Yeah. But I'm super picky, but I manage to eat it. So if I can eat it, it
How
shouldn't
are
be
you
too
supposed
hard.
to eat it? One little scoop a day or what?
You could put it with smoothies, bowls, how acai bowls and stuff, pretty much stuff like that. But I eat it. I'll take it raw. No homo.
Hey, yo. What is that?
Once every day or once every couple of days?
Yeah, every day 2 tablespoons. Yeah.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? I mean, I'm kind of going off track, but kind of related to what he thought. Yerba mate?
Yeah.
I seen Argentina drink. Tim was drinking that shit.
Hey, I was like, man, I don't know, bro.
Yeah. It looks enticing, but it's hell expensive, bro.
Really?
The way they do it, because they actually get the real plant. Not the bullshit drink they sell at the stores. To my the actual thing, it's expensive because you got to get a certain straw, a certain cup, and then the shit has to be imported from over there too, you know? So it's it's good supposedly. That's what I heard.
If you don't like tea, you're not gonna like that shit either, because it's just straight.
Yeah. No, but it's because I like tea regular
No, yeah, me too.
I don't know the flavor though, but it's I buy it at the store hella cheap and shit. But
And apparently one of the what's it called?
benefits.
What it's made of.
Yeah.
It has a certain type of feeling that calms you down.
Oh really?
So, a lot of people ask does it get you high? They're no, it doesn't get you high, but it gives you it relaxes you similar to
Wait, really?
That's
What the
what,
hell?
that's what
Yeah.
CMOS?
No,
Oh, no, the stuff y'all drinking.
the yerba mate. That's a drink from like
Argentina, right?
yeah,
Or South America,
South
something like
America,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, because I seen a thing that said out of all the teams, Argentina was the one that took the most, bro. And it was
They
like
took
double
hella
than the second most. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? It's crazy. Damn.
Yeah. It looks really healthy, so
Yeah. Hell yeah.
it's pretty cool.
I heard it tastes like dirt though. Like dirt. So we'll see.
I mean, the it's made it like leaves or whatever or something.
Yeah.
So
Oscar, I saw you posted the other day like you're doing another run. Is that like one of your goals for the year, like to do more runs?
yeah, I don't know how many specifically I'm gonna plan on run this year, but I am doing like a 50-mile one.
Damn.
In May, and I had it planned since last year. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun to do.
That one's in SF, right? Like you posted the map, if I'm not correct, like if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
The terrain is so beautiful on that one. Like you like go up these crazy hills, and like you're pretty much above the clouds or whatever, something like that.
Oh, what the? For real? Is that high?
I don't know if it's above the clouds.
That's pretty high.
No,
I'm about to say, what the hell?
because
That boy
when
Oscar.
I looked it up on YouTube, like the location, and the guy who like ran that specific one, like he's like, it looks like clouds.
But I get
Maybe
it,
it's
'cause
fog.
sometimes-
Maybe it's
sometimes-
fog.
Could be fog.
Maybe
Yeah.
Sometimes the clouds roll in
Right.
low too.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
especially like in the
Bro,
bay.
what time of year did you?
yeah, motherfuckers in the winter.
Kind of like speaking on both, with elevation and everything, and then the teas in Peru they have a Coke tea, like
the
it
hell?
has Coke in it,
For real?
and they use it for altitudes,
Cocaine or
like
Yeah, I
cocaine.
was thinking Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
cocaine.
was thinking Coca-Cola.
Coke.
Yeah, they get the cocaine leaves and they like mix it and they make a tea, and it's supposed to help with like altitude sickness when you like go to the ruins.
But at that point, I don't think
out to
it's.
Peru.
I don't think it's cocaine. I think because it's like before they concentrate and do all that shit, right?
I have no idea, but
I mean, I don't know,
they
it's
use the
kinda
Coke
weird.
leaves, but I mean it's still Coke.
'Cause, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a small ass dose. No, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe gets you like a tiny bit high. Like
Yeah.
I don't
Just
know.
for a little, I don't know, a little coffee.
But going
caffeine
back,
thing.
going back to your running shit, like we were talking about this before the podcast too, like, and you told me that you ran Chabot and that was your worst one, and I wanted to know like, would you ever run it again? But you said no.
It's not that like I could do it, but because I already ran it, like it wouldn't be the same experience. Like, you know, even then, like when I had first signed up for that one, I wasn't too eager, or not too eager, but like to like look at new terrain, if that makes sense. Because I had already ran at
Oh,
Chabot,
okay,
if that
okay.
makes sense, right? But yeah, like I would do it again because I think that one's coming up again for, I think like in March. So for practice, I would do it again. But I am gonna run the like the very first one I did because I failed that one. So I want to run that bitch again because I know I can do that one now. You know, to get my revenge. You know.
Then
Check it back.
you stop
You gotta
halfway or
get it
something, right?
back.
Yeah. So I gotta get my get back this time. You know what
Oh,
I'm
okay,
saying?
okay.
I got so. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for that 50-mile one. I know I'm gonna finish it. Like I don't doubt it, and it's gonna be fun.
What's it called? Last time I saw you running in the rain, and I've tried it. It's actually pretty cool.
It is.
Like
Bro,
I
it gives
think
you-
it's
it gives you,
better.
Like a certain that
Yeah.
You know what? I noticed it for some reason. It just clicked for me now. What's that high
you cheated.
version? What's that-
Nah,
what is
Runner's
that?
high.
When it's running, I mean when it's raining, for some reason like I get that runner's high quick, and like I don't know if it's just because of the water or something.
I went that day that you called me that my dog went out. As soon as like, cause she came back, and then I'm all like, all right, I'm gonna go take you on a walk. And then as soon as I get out, it's raining, and I'm all like, all right, we're going on a run. So I
you
went
know
running
what?
in the rain.
You made me stand in the rain for like the whole time
What you mean?
because so your dog went out,
Uh huh.
and like I know you. I've seen your dog run out before, and like if it freaks out, it keeps running, right?
Mm.
So it ran like a couple houses down, and I like didn't run to. I just slowly walked to it, and then it was like sniffing around, and then it saw me, and then it ran back, and then I lost track of it. I was like, man, I don't know where it went, but I know it went towards your house. And I was all right, Angel's gonna come out in a minute. And no, you weren't coming out. I was like, dude, like what? Like, does Angel not care about his dog or something? I'm like,
No.
what the hell?
I didn't even know. You actually told me before my dad told me. Like you called
Yeah, I
me,
seen
and
your
as
dad,
soon as
yeah.
I hanged up, or as soon as we hung up, my dad calls me right after, and I'm like, he's gonna tell me about the dog, and I pick up, and I'm like, hello, it's winter, right? And he's like, yeah, se me escapó, and I'm like, it's okay, no worries. And then she came back. She comes back by herself now, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just waiting. I was like, oh, he's like, I didn't know like your dog went back. Then I was like, oh, like it wasn't really hard and it wasn't bothering me because like but I was like, man, like is she back yet? And then you're like, oh yeah, and then I was like, okay, and then I went back. Man, yeah, like it's been fun running in the rain too. It hasn't been like, I mean, it's kind of fun. Like sometimes it's kind of annoying, but what pushed me too is because like I know like that's the run I'm gonna do in May is gonna be my most difficult. So like I want to be as prepared as possible. So like having like with this crazy ass weather, like it'll help out to some degree.
Yeah.
So I was like, might as well take advantage of it now. 'Cause I think next week the weather's gonna clear up anyway. So
Is it harder to run when it's hella humid?
that's like hot, right?
Nah, it's like
Dry.
raining. Yeah, nah, it's like raining or like humidity. Humid. It's like water in the air.
Oh no,
You know what I mean? Nah,
no,
for real? Damn.
I like it like that too.
Yeah, because I remember when I used to go to Mexico, like my mom's family used to live like in the hills type shit, and then it'd be like raining and shit, and it was hella humid because it's hot, but it's like humid at the same time. It's like raining and shit, and it's hella hard to breathe, bro. It's bad, probably because it's on the hill, but like damn, it's like I can't imagine running that shit, bro. Fuck that.
Running in the floods or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah?
the best in running the wait. What?
In the floods?
What happened?
What floods?
No, I mean like just how hard it's been raining. Like, you haven't been hearing about all the floods going around.
No, yeah, I have.
yeah.
I haven't seen any
I
out
heard some
here.
dude drowned in
It's
his
not
car,
even
bro,
bad.
in like sack or something.
For real?
Yeah.
One of the days that I ran, it was pouring hella bad. I don't know what day it was. I think it was like one of the first times, like the day after, like there was like hella like, the day after New Year's, it was raining hella bad, and it was like hella puddles and shit. So, but that helps me a lot too because when I'm running, I'm like in a so-called, I think a good way to explain it is like airplane mode, where I'm just like coasting.
Like a trance.
Yeah, but when it's raining, I have to like when it was raining that day, like I had to like be mindful the whole time because I don't want to step in hella puddles.
Yeah.
And then I only stepped on two, which is pretty good
Mm.
throughout the whole time. So like, yeah, it's me like keep focused and whatnot. Cause like when I'm running like in the trails, it's hella easy to roll your ankles because there's like rocks and stuff. And I did it one time and it hurt pretty bad. So
I be rolling my ankle like every other week, bro. I don't know what it is, bro.
yeah, it hurts.
Like I be going up for a layup, but I be coming down. That shit twisted.
There's a thing called milk corn. You should try it.
Yeah, probably, bro.
Just
Hell
like-
no.
Oh, let's talk about New Year's resolutions again. Like.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
you
was,
said
Mine was a discipline.
yeah, yeah.
You got yours.
Me, I think it's more discipline too. Just like having a strict schedule, cause like I sleep late and I wake up like with like at 11, bro. That's hella late. But I get like still maybe 6 hours of sleep. Oh, it's alright.
It's kind of crazy because during school you used to wake up like at 5
Yeah,
or like 6 in the morning every day.
yeah.
So when I call you and I'm like, oh, he's probably up, and nah, you're like, bro, I was asleep like
Yeah.
at 11, 12, and I'm like, what?
It's hard for me to
Nah,
sleep
bro,
now,
this
bro.
dude be texting like at 3 a.m, bro.
Me.
And I'd be like, who the hell texting right now, bro?
Oh, when I did that motivation
I'm
thing.
like, man, it's Juan, bro. I'm like, man, he woke me up, bro.
For
Every
real?
time, yeah, every time.
Bro, you gotta turn off your ringer, man.
Damn,
Yeah, I gotta wake up for work. Like,
Oh yeah. I don't know.
I can still put on silent, but like, I'll just try to be safe with it, so I'll put like everything up.
It's just hard for me to sleep, bro. Like it's just hard. You know what I'm saying?
So
So
that's hard for me too.
yeah, like I don't know. I just be on my phone, bro, playing like FIFA Mobile or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah.
Well, when you on your phone playing FIFA Mobile, that makes it harder to go to sleep.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like and it's like I don't even go to sleep because I'm tired. I go to sleep because I'm like, all right, I gotta go to sleep, bro. You know what I mean?
No,
And then-
I found like there's this one saying that I think it was Wiz Khalifa. I might be mistaken. I think it was him though. He said he was like, oh, I used to think like it was cool to sleep late and whatever, like
Wake
sleep
up.
late and wake up late or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's better to sleep early and wake up early. Like
Yeah.
I do believe in that because I do find my days more productive when I do wake up like at 6 or 7 in the morning. Even when I don't go to work, like it feels good to me.
Yeah. I like when we used to work at UPS, we would wake up hella early, bro. Like it felt good because like you wake up and everything's hella quiet. You know what I mean? Like in the
Yeah.
nighttime, everything's quiet, but it's like it's different. Because in the morning, everything's like, oh, the sun's barely coming up. You see
Yeah,
it.
driving to
everything.
work is crazy.
Yeah.
Everything feels super nice.
Yeah, I remember I had to take a break, bro, and it was like still like 4 o'clock in the morning, bro, at work, and it was chill because I was just like sitting on the bench, on the bench outside, just looking at the car. It wasn't even a car, maybe like a car every 5 minutes, bro. Just chilling, looking at and you can see the stars and everything, and it's cool because like, so maybe that's one of my goals, to wake up early, be more disciplined, and just try to maintain a schedule for a long time. Because supposedly it takes like 21 days to stay in rhythm, once you do it over and over. So, yeah, to create a habit, it takes 21 days, supposedly. So, we'll see.
What about for Nito?
Oh, for music?
Yeah, for music.
I want to produce a lot more. I want to sell a lot of more beats and stuff. Because, like, like making music's cool. But I feel like now it's like income stuff. So, like, trying to expand my my area, I guess, and then I'm also taking like graphic design classes too, just to expand my tools and like, I was talking to H, I think I told you, right, that I'm starting to learn about like animation and stuff, because like the more tools you have, I feel like the more things you can offer, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And the more ways to get money you have, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to do. And I don't want to spread myself too thin, but in terms of that, yeah, just be more disciplined. Try to learn something new every single day, and stay productive. That's my goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for my goals, well, one of them, I didn't even really want to talk about my goals that much because I feel like that's one of my goals is stop like saying what I'm gonna do so much,
Yeah.
like moving more like in silence, I guess. And it's crazy because I seen this thing, and like you would think it's just a mind thing, like how people say, "Damn, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say it and jinx it," but I seen this thing on YouTube, and this doctor always pops up on my YouTube. He's like always talking about psychology and stuff. I don't even know his name. He just pops up all the time. But he said, or no, my friend sent it to me. But he said, like saying what you want to do, like saying somebody, like telling somebody a goal of yours or whatever, releases the same dopamine as if like you actually did it. You know what I mean? And then you just kind of settle, like just for saying like that's a good goal, like and then you don't even really do it. I guess so. I didn't really want to talk about my goals that much, but like, I guess I just want to like one goal I feel like I could say is like I feel like I've always been like a really boring person. Like I don't do much, so this year I want to like get out of my comfort zone more and like or leave no stones unturned. You know what I mean? Just try everything out. Instead I feel like I just stay to myself and like in my comfort zone a lot. I gotta change that. So I think that's like my worst habit I'm working on this year.
What do you think has kept you there for so long?
My comfort zone. I feel like I honestly really feel like it's the way I was raised. Like my mom, like just kind of, we just stick to what we know. Like I don't even like eat. We don't even eat different stuff. You just stick to what you know. Like do the same stuff all the time. Eat the same stuff so you don't. Eat one time it's like, oh, this is gross. I don't try new foods, anything, bro. So it's just how I've always been.
Like, what you want from it? You already know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I order the same thing
Uh,
wherever I go.
Texas, you always get catfish.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't try. I'm probably just still not going. I'm gonna always get catfish. Probably
From Texas,
bro.
from Texas, it's always gonna be catfish.
Yeah, for sure. But other places, I'm gonna try new things. Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you along the ways of like, I'm not talking about it, but I was mainly on that side just because, like, people just be saying bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta
just-
do
just-
it regardless if you want
yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, but I think now like I'm at the age like where like, if I do say like I'm gonna do something, like I'm gonna like focus on it instead of just saying like, oh, okay, I have to have goals now because everyone was doing it,
Yeah.
right? And I could tell because as I've grown older, like I've become more confident in like being honest to myself. So I think that makes it easier.
Yeah. I think with me it's just like I have to what do you call it? Like you said, be honest with yourself. And like me knowing myself, like I know how I am, and I know what would make me not do something. I know what would get me in the mood to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess that's just how it is for me. What are you saying?
Nah, I mean, I was just talking about like how like when I set my like, cause I didn't even actually set goals like of I'm gonna focus on this next year or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it just so happened like, oh, it's the new year or whatever. Like, I think like kind of like just going back to like my thing like with my race, like I'm trying to like set little things to help me focus on that. Like I've been listening to less music and listening to more podcasts so I can like keep my mind focused on um like I don't know, just keep my mind fresh. I feel like when I listen to music, like my brain feels like dead or something
Mm.
because it's like I'm kind of like programmed or whatever.
You know what? You just reminded me. Like I've been trying to. Another thing is I feel like uh, that's why I thank you for giving me that journal, because I feel like my mind is just jumbled with a lot of stuff, and it like makes me like procrastinate. I think I talked to Angel about this a long time ago. Like I'll have one big goal, then I'm like, damn, I didn't even do that yet. So let me go back, and then I'll do a bunch of other stuff and get those done. But the main thing I wanted to do, I didn't do it. And like the smallest things bug me when I'm unorganized, just bug me. And I don't know. This probably sound like I'm chatting how I'm gonna rap back around and say what I said. But like how you said the music thing, like that would bug me. How I had y'all see my playlist? I had like 40. I deleted all of them, bro. Like for the New Year's.
Yeah.
And I just want to like remake a bunch of playlists just to try new things too. Stop listening to the same music every day. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, and so I got one too because I've been trying to replace music with like more podcasts. I just listen to it, right? But now like I have the notes on my phone. I'm just waiting for my journal to come so I could like put it down on paper. But like having to write it down like is like I'm showing another way of like, or I'm actually listening to what I'm listening. Like I mean, am I paying attention to what I'm listening to? Like I'm actually like taking stuff away from it.
Yeah.
So that's one way to keep me focused, which is what I need to in certain things.
It's a good one.
But going like talking about since you said about your journal, a question I have is: have any of y'all used your gifts that you were gifted?
Nope.
Yeah. I wear them.
Sucks.
No, not yet. Hey, soon though. Nah, because I was in my backpack and I forgot to take them out. What's it called? I seen them today. Nah. But the Crocs, I be wearing them every day, bro.
Wear them today with the.
You didn't do the Crocs with the socks?
Nah. The Crocs, I be wearing them every day. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Back then, I used to hate on Crocs, but now they're hella comfortable.
I don't know
And
how you can.
I was just like, damn. Nah, because they're hella ugly. You can't lie. They're kind of ugly.
Who cares about them being ugly? But they're the most like
Yeah.
convenient ever, bro. Just slip them on, bro.
Yeah, but like now, like when I first tried them on, I was like, oh shit. I was like, give me a second. And then I took
He's like, wait a second.
He said,
Yeah.
"Let me see. What's the sport mode?"
I be in that mode all the time, bro.
I'm telling
Yes,
you, bro.
this reminds me of when we went hiking. I was like, "Hey, bro, I got these Crocs, but they on sport mode, bro." I'm good.
yeah. No, they're mad comfortable. And then my female got me some too. Some Crocs. So I got 2
Now
Crocs
you
now.
stunned. You got 2 pairs.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Two, quick.
pins?
Yeah, she got me like Barcelona. I'm medic. Just like, soccer teams and everything.
That's
But
fine.
yeah, it's cool. Hell yeah.
You swap them like, oh, I'm wearing these Crocs, so I gotta put these in there.
Yeah. If I'm chilling inside the house, I wear some. You feel
So
me?
this one matches my outfit. So.
Because Felix got the off-road ones. That's the ones that gave me. So when I'm going outside, I gotta wear the off-road ones.
That's fact. The off-road ones are fire. I'm not gonna lie. I want
Yeah.
to wear off-road ones. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's
They cool.
What
I
about
fuck
you?
with
Me?
Yeah, you haven't been busting it down.
Busting it. What do you mean busting it down?
Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
'Cause I know like you be working on your car or whatever like every day. Or something.
Oh, bruh. Nah, I haven't used my gift yet, but I'm going to. I'm planning on getting a new suspension for the
Well,
car.
I guess that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a good thing, right? The moment damn, bro. Hey, shout out H. But I am thinking of changing the suspension in my car, dropping it a little bit. So, I might have to bust it out the good old tool set for that. But yeah, just waiting on the what are they called, the shocks? Yeah. Well, but I have a couple goals for this year. I wouldn't call them resolutions because I've never been like, I never believed in resolutions. Like I always thought like if you want to do something, do that shit now. So that's why I started going to the gym before the 2023. And I told these guys earlier, but it's like on January 1st, I walked in there and that shit was fucking packed. And I was like, hell nah. So, I was like, all right, I'm going to give it a week or two. Let's see what's up. And I went back again on Monday. That shit was empty, like nowhere near to. And I'm like, damn, motherfuckers gave up on the resolution that quick. And it was crazy because like I go in the mornings, and in the mornings there's hardly no one, but that day it was fucking packed, bruh. And I was like, oh hell no. I don't know if it was even for like that whole week, or if it was just that day. Like motherfuckers are like, all right, new year, new me type shit. But it's like, nah, bruh. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, like past couple of years, like knows like that New Year shit, like everybody likes to post everything, right? So they posted, but I didn't see anybody post this. I was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the gyms are empty for real. Like,
that shit was packed. At least Planet Fitness where I go was fucking packed.
But it's hella funny because like on the TV shows. I mean, not the TV shows, the New York countdowns.
Uh-huh.
That the main sponsor is Planet Fitness.
Oh really?
Like they already know, bro.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah.
They was like, okay,
Yeah.
So that's why it was fucking packed. Motherfuckers saw that shit.
this reminds me of I don't know what episode was about or not, but it was like I brought the example of how like gyms are set up, how like they have so many members that if like everyone were to go, like they wouldn't fit everybody, but they just know like how people are,
Yeah.
right? So they wouldn't like the capacity, like, and they just know like most people aren't gonna show up regardless.
Yeah.
And then if you try to cancel, you gotta cancel in person. And I feel like that deteriorates a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like you can't do it over the phone or like
Really?
you have to
I
go
was
up
about
to the
say,
front
I gotta
desk.
cancel mine soon.
And it's
Yeah.
it's crazy because like to get someone new, it doesn't cost them anything. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they already had all the equipment, all the workers are still gonna be working there. You feel me? Like if someone new goes there for $10 and then they give up after a few days, like they lost nothing at all. They just came up on another $10. Like it's crazy.
Kind of irritating me, bro. You
Yeah.
gotta go in. I feel like it's kind of embarrassing.
Like,
welcome
motherfucker.
in. Oh, actually, I'm here to cancel.
Yeah, I mean,
said, bro,
that's how they make a lot of money
Sweating and
off
shit.
of people.
Yeah.
He's like, bro,
you know?
I see the
Yeah, 'cause
gains
if you're
coming.
not even gonna get up and come to work out, and then you finally get up just to come cancel.
If I was
drive down there
if
to
I was
cancel.
working at Planet Fitness and someone tried, bruh, come on, I see the gains coming, bro. You gonna give up now?
You see him? You see him?
I see him. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it one more week.
And they throw in that little free one-on-one training.
I'll be like, bruh,
Come on, bro. We can get you right, bro. One
bruh, if you
One more month, bro. Yeah, get you right.
if you stay one more month, I'll give you this cool little keychain.
And a little
Yeah.
free little crunch shirt and a water bottle.
Like, damn, bro. Bro, you can hop in the massages anytime, bro. If I see you, just not yet.
Got the little steam room.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my goals. Just like bettering myself, and in the sense of like, I'm not gonna put a number to it. I'll just say it straight up, bro. By the end of the year, I want a fucking 6-pack. So if I don't have that shit, bro, I don't know, bro. I want abs, which is doable, but it's gonna take a lot of
Discipline.
a lot of dedication, and I'm hella down for it.
Some McDonald's.
Some McDonald's, yeah.
Like Liver King, steroids too.
Fuck no. I'm staying natty. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's weird, dude.
Oh my god. Last thing I want is my balls to shrink.
I think I think he
is
had
that
said
true?
his shit was good though. So
What?
like he's
Liver King?
Yeah, I don't think he shrunk.
Like, well, I don't think your actual like schmeat fucking shrinks.
No, I'm going off of what he said.
Oh yeah.
No, but I don't think your schmeat shrinks. It's your balls, like little
What?
baby grapes.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't
shit.
know.
I don't know.
You drink Mountain Dew, bro? Mountain Dew, good balls, red Doritos too, bro.
Cause your sperm count.
I remember there was like this rumor. I forgot where it was, dude. In middle school, they used to say Red Bull was like bull sperm, bro.
Both.
They used to say that shit at school. I was like, what the hell? Like, that's
so
weird,
nasty.
dude.
I'm never drinking Red Bull.
Yeah. I mean, it's nasty anyways, dude.
I've never,
That's
I've
not
never
healthy
got
for you.
into energy drinks, to be honest.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Never took one. Never gonna.
I have. I was
Always
in
say,
that.
Like it's a bad thing to say. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie.
No, cause they low key are. They're
Yeah, they're bad if
They're
you like
bad
drink
for
them.
you.
I know people who drink them like every
Every
day,
day.
bro. That's terrible.
Yeah, because one of the, like, I mean, I drink Gatorade stuff like that because that's energy, but I only drink them like if I feel like I do need them. You know, but most of the time I'm drinking
Wait,
water.
does Gatorade even work?
It's
It's
electrolytes.
electrolytes.
It never works for me. Like, I feel no different. It's like I'm drinking water.
Are you sweating when you drink it? Like,
Probably
are you
not,
like,
but
you don't taste how like it's salty a little bit.
I
Like
taste the
Gatorade?
sweetness.
You're only supposed to. It's only beneficial for you when like your body's like in need of it.
Really?
You're like if you
Oh,
if you
shit.
run 2 miles, like Frank, like you don't need to drink Gatorade because that's only 2 miles.
Damn.
I mean, unless you're like like
yeah.
right, like you don't
Big, unless you're.
you don't need to drink Gatorade. It's only if you're extremely
know.
fatigued and like.
Yeah, because
This is the one I drink. This one, I like.
Oh yeah, I see that. I don't think I've ever.
This one is so. It's so much better. Like, when my cousin got married, you know, when you drink, you get dehydrated.
I was just
That motherfucker had a whole fucking thing of that
That's
shit in the
fine.
fucking, and then no, like just straight this brand. I was like,
What's it
God damn,
electrolytes.
electrolyte,
Lit.
electrolyte. But they're good, bro. They're way better than
I was about to
Gatorade.
say I've never drank that, but I remember they give those out at the aid stations where I run. Like, and I was drinking because I don't like. I know I should be drinking that, but I'm like no, but like I always take water instead. And then like the very first one I ran, the dude was like just pouring. I'm like, oh, he giving out water for sure, and I'm hella thirsty. And then I chug it. And then I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this is not water, bro.
That boy winked.
I'm like, bro, this is some nasty ass water. Like, I don't know what it is.
It's Red Bull. Bull sperm.
I was like, bro, what was that? He's like, oh, it's electrolytes. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I need some, I guess. Whatever. I'm like, but just give me some water because I want water instead. He's like, all right, cool. And then he gave me some.
It's all right, bro. My bad. Bro.
Wait, isn't it? It's also bad if you drink hella water and no
put in there?
no electrolytes, no?
Bro, you
Uh,
picked up the cup, bro.
I don't know if it's
He's
bad,
like,
but
I'm
like,
just
yeah,
pouring
you do
them.
need electrolytes because like, they keep you going.
Wait, so how do you get electrolytes without drinking energy drinks? You know, like
I don't know. I
There's
honestly
really
don't know.
no. You need it's like a drink source.
so it's like fake.
What?
Electrolytes are fake or what?
It's probably just like. I mean,
don't know.
we gotta eat like 5 food groups. Isn't
Like,
Oh, that's
one
true.
of them
another
is
thing
just-
another thing I take like is these like goo gels.
Who gels?
Oh, I've seen them.
Flintstones gummies.
No, like
Flintstone gummies.
you had some strawberry ones, right?
Yeah, those are electrolytes too. I have those though. I haven't used them ever since.
But yeah, those are the ones you let me try. You were like, oh, these are the running gummies, right?
yeah, well, I should try.
And
them.
I was like, I was not feeling shit. I'm like, they lying to this boy.
When Rigo ate them, when
Oh,
Rigo ate
yeah,
them,
actually once.
No, that boy Rigo ate. I'm like,
no, at Big Five for the first time.
Yeah.
Dying.
No, but I mean, there's different products and brands, but like you just have to find the one that works for you, and then whichever one you feel like works for you. Going a little bit off to a different topic. Like focusing on on our goal, I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
What's one of your goals that you think we should have or whatever?
for the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start on this one.
Yeah. Let me hear.
I'll be honest. I low key hit my goal already.
Oh,
Oh shit! Hey, talk about it.
So me and Juan were talking about it.
And he about to get a same.
And by January,
Marketing
I
team
was like,
right
by
here?
the end of January, I want to have like 1,000 followers on like the brand new TikTok, not the one that we already have, but the brand new one. We hit that like in 3 days.
Hey,
So I mean,
pretty good.
that was pretty good.
Should we tell them how you did, or is that give it up
yeah,
to
I
me?
mean,
What do you mean how I did them?
Nah, don't let
We
don't-
sharing the secrets.
Don't give out the sauce.
No, we ain't
Bruh.
gatekeeping. We ain't gatekeeping.
No, we
I'm
can't
gonna
give
be
it.
honest. I forgot how to edit. I was doing.
I know,
my-
he texted
I
me
was
this
doing my
morning.
last video,
Yeah.
and I was struggling, bro. but like I knew how to do it a different way, but I went back to the original video and I was trying to figure it out how I did it, and I could not figure it out. So I just did it differently, but it still came out pretty nice. But I have like a template, and I've been using that.
Yeah, Angel sent
You
us
tell
a
them how to do it.
Nah.
The
Like,
little template thing.
no, I mean like how you crack the code or what?
Oh, dude, I just think it was a really good story that Manny told,
Yeah.
and I just had to.
They probably think he's
Put it in
the
the
one in the
right way.
podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it's that on
They
top
click
of
on it and they're like, "What the
it's-
fuck? Where's the funny one?" At?
a lot of it's based luck too. Like we just got lucky that the algorithm got pushed.
Hey, but real people make their own luck.
Bro, we got it tagged already on that channel. He posted a video, and TikTok was like, "Do you want to promote it?" And they fucking
Oh yeah,
our views
that's why they were doing bad.
were
man.
like 400.
yeah,
I'm all like, no way, we're getting like
It's a
thousands of
game.
views.
It's a game.
And then the one that does bad, suddenly they're like, "Do you want to promote it?" And then I post one right after that, or not right after, and it gets like 3K within like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So
TikTok is rigged. Real talk. Industry TikTokers.
you just gotta keep on.
So Angel has said that he's got the social media down, the goal down, not that he's taking over like the social media.
But if there's anyone we gotta take lead on with him, bro. Like he knows the shit, bro.
I mean, I feel like he's done the research.
That's,
Like,
what I'm saying. Like he kind of like he has to take the lead in that part.
For me, a goal I have for us as a whole, as a podcast, is just I guess bringing more people in, bringing more guests in, and just like, I don't know, just like pushing for a guest, having somebody come through. Cause as Angel said, he was like, he posted the video, right, and it was getting a lot of attention. And you know, a couple comments were like, "Oh, where's this at? Where's is this in the Bay?" type shit. And I just want like to grow more in the sense of like, oh, we could bring someone else from the Bay and have them talk about like what's going on with them. You know, that way we can feed off of each other and just make some good content. And you know, just have guests come through. And yeah, that's one of my goals. Just, and I guess I'll take action and, you know, start DMing people on the
Who wants to be?
lunch table thing, like if they want to slide through or whatnot.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna go? I think we gotta bring more energy again. I feel like when we first started, or like when I first got on, like we were like, probably just because it was the beginning, it was like new and like hella fun, and we just had hella energy all the time. Like just always energy, no matter if it was arguing or like people trying to steal camera time and make the most jokes and stuff, and it was funny. But I feel like that energy was just hella fun. Like I feel like that's what makes. I feel like it's even harder to make clips now. Like, you know, we literally sitting through like waiting for something interesting, like waiting for something. Like I don't know. I feel like even me, like I don't like, or maybe it's just because we haven't been here. Like in a couple minutes, but I feel like I don't even talk that much, like as much as I used to, like on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can like try to implement a couple more like segments, like how sadly we recorded a video with a guest, Edgar.
Oh,
And
I forgot. Yeah, that was on that episode.
And then in that video, well, our camera was out of focus. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Edgar. You know, we can't post your video.
We're gonna run it back.
We gonna run it back though. You're gonna get your get back with the Lunch Table Podcast. But in that video, we played a game called Mafia. We played a game called Mafia, and it was like really fun. We brought that, you know, that energy was there, right, for like at least 3 or 4 rounds.
Nah, we was arguing after that. That was the energy was there.
So I'm saying like we can implement segments like that, like have Mafia, like I'm not saying have Mafia every fucking week, but like have Mafia like once in
Mafia week.
I say debates were good. I debates.
Yeah, debates.
Like the debates.
Not board games, but
I
like
really came back in that game though. I was by myself.
Hey, it's not even on camera anymore, bro.
Now we have to shoot another mafia
know.
video.
We gotta script it. The same thing.
We have to run it back.
Hey, we was serving. I ain't gonna lie. We was serving.
Yeah, just have like not segments, but just like implement some more like game time, fun time shit.
Yeah.
Cause like, yeah, we couldn't be serious. We can talk about like serious shit or new shit, but like at the same time, we're like trying to make it entertaining for our viewers. So it's like, let us know. Like if you're still watching, let us know.
What y'all like? Y'all like debates? Y'all like games? Y'all like hot takes? Like what y'all like?
Oh, that too. You know how I sent you guys a picture of like the card games? Like that too. I feel like just having like a pack of like one of those or okay,
Yeah.
like when they have like a little, I don't know, fucking drinking game. I don't care. But like there was one called Hot Takes.
Not for me.
You know what we should have did, bro?
Yeah.
You know what we should have did? We should
Well, Juan be the ref. He'll be the ref.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should have did one of those like at the end of the year when like they'd be like the best moments of 2022 or something like that.
Well, I have
Yeah.
I have a question for that one too.
What's up?
I'll go to after.
Wait, what?
after
What'd you say?
everyone answers.
H?
Like the best moments of 2022,
Oh, the recap.
or like you know like those episodes in
Yeah.
a TV show when they relive, like redo, like they show all the memories. And
Oh,
Oh,
like
remember
the-
that one time when
The montages?
yeah, the montage. We should have did one of those, bro.
Doom, 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 doom.
I hate
'Cause
those
I'm
videos.
right now
I
I'm
hate those
thinking about
videos. I'm not
hella
gonna lie.
For real? Right now I'm thinking about hella
I think
moments
for
that are
us,
funny, like
for
on the
us,
podcast.
like I would have liked it maybe because of bias, obviously.
Yeah.
But like I hate watching other people's. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, give
it's-
me a video, but I don't.
Yeah. Like the other day, I was watching the Office episode where it was like the end of the season and they had like a recap of the whole like show, and they never do that, which is like a one time thing. And I hated the episode. Like
Really?
I've seen the
love
episode
those
so many
episodes.
times because I'm on my like 15th run already. Like
Yeah, I hate this episode every time it come on.
yeah, every time I come on, I always like end it early or skip it because it's just like I don't know. I think it was kind of lazy last episode, but
I don't know how
if
you
y'all
can
want to
watch
see it,
The Office that many times.
dude, I don't. It's because I don't watch it like I watch it and sit down and watch it. I watch it like I'll be doing homework or I'll be doing
Oh yeah, I be doing
something
stuff like
and
that.
it'll be in the background, you know.
Yeah, like Family Guy and stuff
Still,
like that. I'd
yeah.
probably watch.
Family Guy got like 30 seasons, bro. So
I
you're
ain't gonna
chilling.
lie.
That's
South Park. I watched South Park so many times too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
What? Man?
Well, what's your answer to the question?
Oh, to to improve
yeah.
consistency, and like what they said, we need to be more eventful and be more entertaining. But that'll come. I think we're just in an awkward area right now where we're learning what our podcast is about.
We are not.
But we'll get to it. You know, there's always growing pains, and I think everybody has to go through it. And I think we'll be very successful.
For me,
That's the. Hey, I'm just playing. But we will.
for me, like, yeah, it's a mix of all of that. But to like be specific, like in each area, like yeah, I've always like with Ramon said in terms of the guests, like for me, yeah, that's an important part for me because I do want to talk to more people, like even if I don't like know them or whatever, like to like talk about a certain topic, whatever is like interesting. You can always learn something off of that. And I do feel like yeah, when we put the focus on someone else, like it for some reason it turns out to be like some of the best ones I guess that we've had. In terms of like the social media stuff, not that it's not important to me, but it's like at the bottom for me. Cause like for example, like we've had like a lot of videos that have come out bad and stuff, but like for like one of the ones that was like really good that I think we'd agree on is Mr. Bennett's.
Yeah.
But that one came out like bad, like for the viewership. But I was like, you know what meant more to me was the fact that I was here to be able to listen to him like face to face, right? It just sucks that
They didn't get to hear
Right?
what he said.
Yeah.
so like I do feel for on that part, but I was like, you know, like I had fun in that moment. Like it sounds kind of fucked up, but I was like,
Nah.
you know,
I feel like
you know what I mean.
The fun should be at the top of the list.
Exactly,
'cause
yeah.
We wouldn't want to do it.
Like I think that's what make it most for me, like to take it in the moment, to not focus on the camera stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like a quick example is like when we were playing the Mafia game off camera, like the first time we played it, right? Angel, like I remember Angel was like, "Oh, should I record it?" Right? And I was like, "Oh no, don't record it." But it's not that I care that he didn't record it, but it was just like if he had recorded, because he recorded a couple after, like when I like and like if he had just recorded like without saying anything, I didn't trip or anything. but it's the fact that like, oh, we have to get in the mode of like
Oh, TV
camera
mode.
you know what I'm
TV
saying?
mode,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't like to do that. So I always like to just try to be in the moment as possible. So that's with that. And in terms of the energy, like that one's a really good one. But I think, like for example, if there's like a topic that we talk about that's entertainment wise, you bring a different type of energy. Where it's like, if we talk a serious topic or whatever, when we have to discuss like knowledge and whatever, you can still bring good energy, but that's just like a different type, if that makes sense. You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
get you.
Right?
Like just passion in general, like
Exactly.
whether it's being mad or laughing. Or,
Exactly. Like if it's a serious topic, like and we're going all back and forth, like that's good energy, right? Because we're like going off like
You're engaged.
exactly.
We used to yell at each other a lot. I think it's just changed. Maybe there's still. I feel like it's not a lot of energy, but like it just seemed like more because we were just kind of more wild.
I know what you're saying, but like yeah, I think like I'm saying like to be more specific on that one, I think there's like a couple different types of energies. It just depends on the certain topic.
Yeah,
Which I think it's like one thing that we're bad on. Like now, if we don't have like a certain topic or whatever, we don't really know what to go based off of.
Yeah.
Like I really think I'm on my list is like to talk about like certain topics that require like to like look at videos and stuff, so that way we come back here and like, oh, you know what, like based off of what I saw, like this, and this, right? Like a good video that was like I've been watching Hello Jordan Peterson, and a lot of he talks about is like narcissism on one of the podcasts that he did with another psychologist, and that one is super interesting to me, and I feel like that would be a good episode to talk about like narcissism, like how people are like using it today, stuff.
What is narcissism?
Like being in love with yourself type shit.
Really?
That's not like the best way to explain it, but it's along the lines.
I looked up the definition because instead of I don't like to answer like it's lazy to.
Yeah.
So I looked it up and it's like I forgot the definition to be honest. Let me look it up. Let me not see something.
It's like when so in love with themselves where it becomes a problem type.
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken.
Kind of like on the Jordan Peterson. I try to look for some of his podcasts and like David Goggins, and it just shows me like stuff from like 4 years ago. It's like it's pretty hard to find some of their podcasts, like recent ones.
Well, Peterson's on YouTube.
Yeah.
So the definition in psychology is selfishness involving a sense of entitlement, a lack of empathy, and a need for admiration as characterizing a personality type.
Okay, I get it.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what kind of another one it says excessive interest in or admiration of oneself and one's physical appearance. Right.
Oh, okay, I get it. Now I know why people say
he's
it
a
a lot.
narcissist though? Jordan Peterson.
Absolutely not.
I don't think he is either.
No.
Like a lot of his stuff that he talks about is like about others and just like
Yeah, so this is
how it's like sad on like the like death for men and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I had tweeted this a couple of days ago because I didn't know this about Jordan. Like, well, I knew about it, but I didn't know it was excessive. Like, he gets so much hate.
Oh yeah,
really.
Yeah.
he's been banned.
And they're trying to take away his psychology credentials.
Oh, I seen that shit. That's out of pocket.
Fucking, I don't want. But like, going on my guy Peterson, bro. Like they crossing the line right there, bro.
Do you think he's bipolar? A lot of people say he's bipolar.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
They say that because of the crying, but I don't think it's
no.
it's like bad. Like I think that when he does, it's fine.
Look,
And it's not like-
check
Wait,
this out.
wait. They called him bipolar because he cried.
Check this out.
Yeah, just like the switch of emotions a lot.
He's broken down many times, but I'll give you one example. He was they did a show, right, filled with tons of people, and he's talking about one of his books that he published. I don't know. He has 2 books, I think. I hope I'm not mistaken, published, and I don't know which one it was specifically. But some guy ran on stage. He's like, "Oh, my name is David."
Oh,
he's like, "I need help," and he starts crying and breaking down, right? And then Peterson, he's like, "Oh, I hope you find the help," you know. And then the guy just gets down, starts crying, and then Peterson goes up to him, and then like he's crying, right? And he got a lot of backlash for that. That he started crying for that. I was like, how is he gonna get hate for crying and breaking down? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like that's, I mean, that's sad. And plus, a lot of people can't be put in his shoes because who can say they've impacted many lives like he has?
Yeah.
Like most people would even probably say they've only impacted a couple people. Like,
And then like the stories that he hears from other people and like how hard their lives have been and stuff like that, it like also has a toll on you. Like a lot of therapists need therapy, which is pretty crazy.
It's like
I
the
was
doctors
thinking
that
about that.
that
Because
the suicide rate with doctors. It's like the same thing, dude.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
because some
crazy.
of them just like they go into like some therapists like go into depression and stuff like that just from hearing all like the negative shit all
Yeah,
day.
ignorance is bliss, bro. I feel like the more you know, it's just like, you know.
yeah.
And then all these stories you hear and stuff.
I mean, obviously, I don't know a lot of people, but like Jordan, like he's so intellectual. Like the wisdom he has, like he breaks down everything like boom, 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 boom. Like I recommend like y'all just watch one of his podcasts. Like the way he breaks down stuff, like it pisses me off because sometimes I don't even know what he's saying. Like,
He'd be like, "What?"
yeah. So I have to rewind it. I'm like, all right, bro, hold on. Like what is he saying? I have to look up words like that he's using. And then like the funny thing is, so he'll ask a question and he'll answer it like himself that question, and he raises up another question in that. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I mean, it's cool, but I'm like that's how intellectual he tries to get into it,
Yeah.
you know. And then he actually forgets like he's almost like in a podcast with another person. He's like, okay, so going back to you, and then you know, like it's so funny, but like I've learned a lot like from watching a couple of his podcasts. Just
He
this-
builds
this
off
year.
of himself.
Yeah,
And it's funny because like some of the people that he's with and they're like that hate him, he like gets on them and it's like bad, bro. It's so one sided. It's like, come on now.
Yeah,
The one that I'm referring to that most people probably know is the one with pretty much freedom of speech and how you know how he's not like he's like, oh, I'm gonna pretty much say like your pronouns and things like that. And this lady was mad at him for saying that and like pretty much risking offending the person. And then he's like, oh, aren't you like pretty much doing the same thing? And what you're doing to me is using your free speech and you're risking offending me during this interview. And then she like got stumped.
yeah. I was watching one of his podcasts where he was with this young woman, and she had transitioned into a boy, later regretted it, and had complications going back, reversing back to her original
Self.
self, which was female. And I didn't know about this, but is a mandatory law all across the country where, let's say I was 10 years old and I go to a nurse, doctor, whatever, and I tell them I'm a girl, they can't give no pushback to that. They have to agree to what I say. And it's no longer like what he said. He's like, that's the end of psychotherapy, if you think about it. Psychotherapy is to come up with an answer to your problem. But are you really coming up to an answer with that problem if you have to agree with what the patient is saying?
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be just like for that aspect, or would it be
There's
right?
Well, for that one, yeah.
Yeah.
But who knows about what other rules that they have or whatnot, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but I think it's a guy that I think it's a girl that transitioned into a guy, and pretty much she's suing now because she's like, oh, weren't you guys able to tell that I was mentally unstable and things like that? And
Oh, yeah.
she's
talking about
suing,
that.
and I don't know if she won or if she's gonna win, but
People gotta be held accountable, just like in every aspect of life. A lot of everybody, I mean, including myself. A lot of people just like dodge accountability when it's just like you could have prevented not that, but I'm talking about in general. You could have prevented it. Like, let's say you fuck up at work, and then you like I used to do this a lot. Like at work, I'd mess up and I'd be like, I try to hide it, but then it's just like it doesn't make any sense. There's no point. Like, just be honest, because like if you lie about it, you're gonna keep on lying about it, and you're never gonna fix it. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of people need to be held accountable.
Yeah,
In every aspect of
I was
life.
at work with this. Well, there's one girl that works at my job too, and I forgot what we're talking about, but I was like, oh yeah, like if I fuck up, like I'll just say it straight up. She's like, oh yeah, not me.
For real?
She was like, yeah. She's like, I'll get him, better him someone else.
A lot of people are scared to take accountability,
Yeah.
especially in work, bro. And
I
it's
was-
crazy.
I feel like in work it's less for me They be like, "It's something that's tough." I'm like, "Damn, that's tough."
Someone took a fake 100.
See, that's what I meant when I said I don't like lying. Like I get like I always it's just always in like you just feel bad all the time. Why are you looking at me?
I
like
learned this from Jordan Peterson, and
What? I look at you. What?
you
I got new glasses. Don't know how to act.
it made me think so much where he was like, people who like to speak the truth or be honest have a good relationship with life because in any excuse me, I've been having the hiccups for a long time.
You still
But
got 'em,
when they like to give an honest answer in any given situation, the way they like to think about it is, no matter the outcome, is always the best possible outcome. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is it?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way I like to live.
No, I'm
Does
saying
that
like
make sense?
Because I mean, if you lie about it and it benefits you in that moment, it's just gonna tangle up.
No, I'm talking about, like,
anyway.
like let's say like a doctor.
See, but I like the like, see, you're thinking. I like that. That's what I like.
well, I
to
never
have-
think.
No. I'm not saying you don't. But I'm saying
No,
is that
no.
I like to have these conversations.
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
whatever like we're talking about, like if you can think about that instead of just saying, oh well, no, yeah, it's blah blah blah. Like, you
Yeah.
know.
Because like think about it. It's like lying. I guess lying for yourself is not good.
Well,
But lying for someone else.
let's
in terms of,
let's
like-
relate it to the work what we were just talking about right now, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you fucked up at work, right?
Yeah.
You might get in trouble for messing up, right?
Yeah.
But if you can take that responsibility, you can take that as like a lesson,
Yeah.
rather as let's say you lie, then you get caught up. Who knows if you get more in trouble or not?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Right?
In a practical
So there's
sense,
always
yeah.
an outcome. It's just I'm saying maybe the honest truth was always the best.
Yeah, I feel like a lie is just delaying the truth coming out a little bit longer.
No, yeah. But I think that's like only when there's like a issue that involves you. Like let's say you're a doctor. Think about it. And there's like a kid who has like terminal something.
Yeah.
They're probably not gonna tell the kid, oh, you're gonna die. You know what I mean?
They don't.
They don't, right?
Unless
They don't.
if it's a kid, they tell the parents, but they never tell a kid. I think that's fucked though. Like, but it's up to the parents. When my dad had cancer, the thing was they were gonna tell my dad, but my mom didn't want to. You know, like my mom didn't want to tell my dad that he had terminal cancer, type shit.
Yeah.
But like the doctor, like they tell the patients like, oh yeah, you have terminal cancer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're donezo type shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends. Like if, for example, like if I had like an illness that like, that's it. Like, just tell me, bro. Like, whatever, bro. But I'm talking about like if it's like people like who don't, who you would think would probably be better off not knowing. Like, let's say it's like a kid. Going back to the same example, like, would you think it's debatable? Like, is it better the truth or is it better to?
I mean, right there, like you just said it. Like you said, if it was for you, you're like, oh, just tell me.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
I feel like
But what if it was somebody else that's like, oh yeah, I think it's better if I don't tell Juan. You know, that's
Yeah.
kind of like it's taking the power away from you in a way.
oh yeah, that's true. I mean, it's different because like for us, like at an age, we kind of understand. You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah. I guess
'Cause, like,
for like
kids, you don't
it's
really
different,
understand.
But
Talking about
you
like
know,
accountability for like something you messed up in, like for your actions though too.
Oh yeah, I'm taking it to a whole different thing. No, it's because we started talking about lying and then that's it. But I don't know. Because I also saw this thing. Sorry to cut you off. It was like this thing was like, oh, being honest all the time also isn't a good thing. Like it's honest to be. I mean, it's good to be honest, but to not lie. In terms of wait, hold on.
I think that's not.
I think what you mean by
it's
that.
weird.
And tell me if I'm wrong. I don't want to put words in your
yeah,
mouth.
I said it wrong. I said it wrong.
Like I don't always say the truth,
Yeah.
but when I don't say the truth, it's to sometimes just dial the situation down.
Yeah.
Or another times is when you're being honest. It's a matter of how you say it.
Yeah. It's
Right.
like I seen this thing where it's like it's like, oh, this
Yeah,
guy
I don't
went
wipe
to
after like that type of honest, like
wait,
Like
yeah,
what?
yeah, like
No,
like
like,
unnecessary, yeah,
like an unnecessary type of
Yeah.
honest, like when
Yeah.
people like take it
No, but what
over
did you
the
say?
top.
You don't wipe?
No,
I
it
don't
was an
wipe at-
example.
like I was making a joke.
yeah.
No, but I'm trying to get the joke, but I don't get it.
No, he
No,
was just
like-
giving an
like-
example.
Like being
Never
over
mind.
the-
Whatever. Just brush off.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Because they.
No joke.
No, it's like
Was it a joke? I don't think it was a
no,
joke.
it
No,
was not.
I just didn't hear what he said at all.
It was
He
like
said,
What do you?
okay,
what
I
did he say?
said like I don't wipe after, but I didn't finish the
okay.
sentence.
Uh-huh.
But that's like an example of someone being honest
When you don't have to
Like
be
when you
honest.
don't
honest.
have to go that extra mile, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like I saw this example. It was like this dude.
TMI.
yeah, like to be honest,
Yeah.
TGI,
I
TGI.
Yeah.
to be honest,
Yeah.
they're like to be honest, I eat my toenail clippings or
Yeah, it's
something,
like
and
the-
you didn't want to know that.
Yeah.
Like, but that's something they actually do, and you're like,
Yeah.
bro, like you know what I
Because
mean?
it was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the example that I was saying is like this dude I seen. I think it was like a video that he had a friend that was in a play. I'm probably y'all seen it. And then he went to the play and he said it was hella bad. But like to not hurt the person's feeling after the show, she was like, "What do you think of it?" And she's like, "Oh, you did good." But he didn't say like the play was bad. But he said he waited to the right moment, which was the next day. You know, to be like, "Oh yeah, this is what I think could have done better." But you know, I think it's like being honest in times when it's appropriate. You know?
Wait, so it was
Exactly.
his girl in the play?
No, it was just like a friend.
Oh, I've been like, honestly, that shit was a stinker.
Yeah, like you don't want to
not
say
gonna
it.
lie to you, bro.
That was like a 10 Rotten Tomatoes.
So think about it. I get you have to pay attention to how the person says it and how you know the person, right? Like,
Yeah.
if the person would like, if one were to ask me that, right, I have to look at Juan. Okay, is Juan asking me that because he wants a full
Validation?
feedback,
Yeah.
a basic one? Like, what is he looking for? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he's asking to like understands like, oh, like how did I really do? Then you actually have to give him a full breakdown. If it's just, oh, hey, how was it? Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Like just like you
Yeah.
have to read between the
room.
lines and the context.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. You know, because then there's some people that only want to hear good. So like, if you tell them something bad, that shit might ruin their dream or something. Like say that person was like really into acting, like bro, you stunk. And then after you telling them being that honest, they fucking quit being an actor, and they're
Yeah.
like, fuck.
I
And
mean,
they're like, it's your fault.
I mean, but to be fair, if you quit being an actor because someone tells you you're bad, you weren't meant to be. You weren't meant to.
Yeah, I
you know
guess.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that too.
I mean, like there's the saying which sounds corny, but like it's so true. It's like we live in a world full of lies. That's why the truth like hurts, right?
Oh yeah.
And another one, like we can relate it to our friendship, like between all of us, is like this saying that Jordan Peterson. Oh, it wasn't from him, but like you know, like it was so true. It's like conflict delayed is conflict multiplied.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Think about it. Think about it.
You telling me to think about? I'm the
No,
one.
no, 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 I'm not telling you direct. No,
No, I'm just saying, like, because I was trying to remind you. Remember when I was like, bro, we might as well just say what's on your mind
conflict
right
delayed
now.
is conflict multiplied. Think like that's
No,
that's
facts.
so fucking true. Like, that's what he said. That's why it, like when it's funny when he says it. He was like, you know what? Like if you have conflict with a friend or someone, like go up to them right now and be like, let's argue. He's like, let's for hours, however long it takes, just get it all with right now.
Yeah. Because think about it like this. If there's something that you didn't like about me, but like it was cool enough for you to just let it, you would just deal whatever I'm doing that you don't like, blah, blah. And then one day we argue and you say it, I'm gonna be more hurt about it. I'm like, damn, so you didn't
Like,
like,
how come you never
you
brought
didn't
it
like
up?
this about me for that long? Like in my head, I'm thinking like, damn, you might as well, you damn near just don't like me, bro.
And it's kind of
That's
like,
how I'm gonna take it. Like, so it's kind of like you're hiding something that you didn't like
Right.
about me, like, you know.
Yeah.
and the fact that it took someone like long to tell you kind of like
And then-
adds salt to the wound,
you
because
bring
it's
it up
like,
in
bro,
the
like you
argument.
could have told me that. Yeah, it's like you
Yeah,
bring
it's
it up and you're like,
like,
bro, you had a problem this whole time and you
Right.
couldn't tell me. But going along those lines too, it's like,
So this is all from Jordan Peterson, bro. And this motherfucker they're trying to get on, bro. Like, people, I'm telling you, bro. Like it can see me right now.
like
bro.
a lot of people like the closure too. Like
crazy.
I'm a person that likes closure. So like if you have a problem, like I'd rather you tell me instead of like just leaving it at that. Cause at that point it's still open. Like, you know, it's still open to like, or like an explosion per se. Like if we have an argument and like how Adari said, you out of nowhere bring that shit up. I'm like, what? But it's like
it shows that you were holding it in.
yeah.
yeah, so like especially closure, like, you know, you start to, you know, like we start maturing more and start seeing it. So like I said, like, yeah, just
Most
don't know where to
people
go
would
off
rather
of
be comforted by lies than improved by honesty.
yeah,
Pretty
yeah, I
much.
like that.
Bono the philosopher.
Like that.
Oh my God, Angel.
Snaps,
You're
snaps.
so smart.
That was a
Snaps?
good one. I ain't gonna
Snaps?
lie.
I think another point this is the last one I'll try to throw in. That ties into that when you having like a confrontation is like how you should be careful with how you say things. Like, for example, let's say I'm in an argument with Ramon, right? And then I'm like, oh, like, no, you're never gonna change. You're always like this, yada yada yada, right? But instead of saying that, if you change it to like, okay, if you for today, if you can improve on this,
That's me, bro.
shit.
Like, he took accountability.
There you go.
If
There
you
you
can,
go.
if you can improve on this, you know what? I think maybe our relationship would be better.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Instead of
Or an
putting them down by bringing up the past, you can like try to give them a form of improvement and see how that takes moving forward. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's kind of like when couples go on breaks. It's like, bro, why? If you had to take a break, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like dodging the accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
you know what I mean?
at that point, it's just toxicity that takes over
Yeah,
control.
yeah.
But it's crazy. Dari, tell me something, bro. You got something against my man bun, bro? You hit it like 3 times today, bro. Like,
Hey, let's get over right now.
It is
Get it
taking
up.
up a little bit more space than usual. I just usually put my hand around.
So what should he do?
And it's easy, bro.
yeah.
Let the hair hang, bro.
Let the hair.
Okay.
I hit it like 3 times. Like, I'm
What are you doing with your hair now?
Oh, I just cut it off. I was
You cut
like,
it
if I cut it off at the end of the year and then just, you know,
Oh, so
feel
you
like
mad
it's-
that you don't got hair no more and you trying to
I feel like it's just like a fun little journey, you know, at the end of beginning of the year and see how long it takes.
Like, how much did you cut off?
I cut it all off. I went Andrew Tate. Bold is no, I'm just
Nah, you did not. You went like a 1, right? Or
at the time. I mean, it's already grew like.
oh,
Like, it doesn't look like hella like low anymore.
Yeah, because I can see hair right here. Like,
Yeah. So it's not. It doesn't look like. But when I first cut it, bro, I wore this hat all the time. Like even in the house, like walking past my mom or something, she like, "Why you got that hat on?" I'm like, "Bro, my head is little, bro."
My head is little.
Like I ain't gonna lie, my head felt like a little small, but I'm already starting to like it back like now.
I wanted to cut like buzz cut, not completely all the way down, but I'm gonna cut it off eventually.
Oh, yeah. New
Yes,
looks for the year. I want a haircut too, but
His hair hanging
it's
up
just
into his
annoying.
eyes.
It's annoying.
yeah, nah,
That would be
nah,
annoying
not
for
bro.
me, I ain't
Nah,
gonna
you,
nah,
bro,
nah.
you've been
When are
with
you gonna
that.
switch your haircut? When are you gonna switch it?
Oscar's done. That's
That's
it?
That's a
That's it.
trademark
That's
right
it.
there.
Bro, the only thing I need to find a barber, bro. I can't go back to my barber,
Why?
bro.
He
Because
fucked you
I
up?
go like every other year, you know,
Oh.
with crazy hair like this, and I'm like, bro, I can't keep doing this to you.
Every time he'd be like, "Bro, you gotta," like he said something about it every time.
Come
bro.
every other no, he doesn't say nothing, but you know,
He said, "Angel, what's up?"
nah, I'd be tipping pretty good, so
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, wait, what?
He'd be happy when you come in.
All right, I got one more question, and then I guess we can end it off on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So going to last year, what was your favorite episode that we had?
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest, it was a many one, many, and then Bennett. Those two,
Bennett.
those two were really fun for me.
I gotta think hard on this one.
Me too.
Hey, come back to me.
I think for
Okay.
me it'd be Bennett too.
Yeah, Bennett was really good.
All right, I guess I'll split it into 2 categories. One where it was like all shits and giggles. Like
Yeah.
I really liked the 420 episode, and I really liked the
That was a good one.
one where I was like fuck, like this shit's hella funny is when we had Rigo on and we had him eat against
Felix?
Felix. That shit had me like
That was a good one too.
that shit had me gone, bro. Like my ribs were hurting type shit. And then for guest, it was really intriguing having Bennett on again. Like Oscar said earlier, like even though like it wasn't good for the camera, like just like getting to see him like again and like seeing like hearing his stories over, it was just like damn, it's like it felt refreshing, you know, like god damn. But another guest I also really liked was I guess I really didn't really like it then. Who was it? Who the fuck do we have? We had a couple guests.
I was a guest, bro.
We had Alan, we had H, we had
Jesus.
Manny, Jesus.
Manny was cool too, and the barber was cool too. Jesus?
Jesus,
Yeah, that one was cool. It was like the first one where we kind of went like someone that everybody didn't know. You know, he was like kind of like the first one,
Yeah.
but we still were able to like go
He was
into
chill,
it
too.
Yeah.
and then like actually have a good conversation about it. So I really like that one too.
Yeah, facts. Probably 420.
420.
Yeah.
Mine? Damn, I don't know. It's hard. I think. Was it our first or our second one when we were dying? I couldn't breathe, dude. Like we were telling the stories. It was just
Yeah,
hella funny.
our first, not the first one. First one.
Oh yeah, the first
the
one
first
was
one,
horrible.
First one.
The first one.
Never even came out.
Yeah,
But the first one.
Yeah.
That one's pretty funny.
yeah,
Like, we was making just saying funny stories. Like, that one's pretty funny.
yeah. It was probably that one, and maybe the ghost stories one.
Yeah, so that
'Cause-
was pretty
but-
early in our time.
Yeah, yeah. Or and maybe the how you say the circle one where we spin the thing.
Oh, that one. Oh shit, I forgot about that one. That was fun.
that one was like crazy because it wasn't like any other episode.
Because you
like,
lost.
Yeah, that too. I almost threw up, dude. It was mystery smoothie or whatever it was called.
Wait, what did we do?
Special.
I know, no, but like,
The best friends.
oh yeah, oh yeah, the friendship test. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one. Too, yeah.
And
Robbery of the century. I'll never forget that. Bro said he was 6 foot. Something cap.
and no, but I think Felix was the only one that got it right, anyways.
Yeah.
I think going back to what I said, I know like we're getting ready to wrap it up, but like I think when I sent you guys a picture of like the card games and shit, there was one like a friend test too, or like a friend game.
Running
And-
back.
Yeah, run it back. We could honestly, they're not expensive. Like those card games are like
Yeah.
$12, $15.
I was a little nervous for that one. Remember me and Angel, we was stressing out for that one. I ain't gonna lie.
And if I remember correctly, I think it was around the beginning of February that we started this.
I have a picture that says like March.
Really?
Yeah.
So, March. So, I mean, it's kind of like,
Year coming up.
yeah, full year coming up.
Yeah, whole year.
Think about
Happy birthday.
it.
The
We do
one.
something special for episode or
Which
what?
I know
Bring a
I know
cake.
we've done it long, but I'm like, you know, like it's like, damn, like we've gone that long. It's pretty cool.
We running. Well,
That's
I'm-
commitment though. Think about it.
Yeah. Did anyone ever doubt that we'd make it this far?
I knew we would
I
pass
did.
7.
Oh, okay. I'll be honest. What happened?
I said I knew we would pass 7.
Remember, I was like, if you pass 7, like
Yeah.
I forgot what I said, but
Yeah, I mean, I guess
You're
it's
supposed
true.
to-
There's a time where it was like, we're like, we were just all arguing where none of us were on the same
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
that, and then that's when I was like, yeah, we're done, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, we're done, bro. But we saved it, bro. What can I say? We saved it.
that's why I like really quick, like I had brought up the point, like the conflict, that
Resolution,
point. So
yeah.
yeah, like, you know, this conflict delayed that we kept dragging on for too long, but if we just addressed it, at
That was a
point-
good episode too. When we
We aired
talked
it
about,
out.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
But then I'm saying like that we brought the energy in that one, but it wasn't like a
I'm about to say I like all the one like real talk. I like all the episodes where we like argued a little bit in them. Like those were fun and funny to me, bro. Like just
So,
watching people argue. is
We should
funny
do a
to me,
couple
bro.
debates then.
Debates are funny to me.
Yeah.
All right, then, y'all. I think
Yeah.
that pretty much wraps up this
Yeah.
episode. First episode recorded in 2023, but it's not the first one you watched in 2023.
and it's Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What the? Hey, his hiccups went away low key. Dang.
Hope you guys have a great new year.
Nah, bro,
And continue watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
to another good year.
To another good year.
Well, hopefully we get better this year.
Yeah. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
All right, peace out.